It is now my privilege to lead us in a long-standing tradition. Since 1989, HFTP has recognized outstanding individuals who have propelled the hospitality industry forward through their contributions to the development or application of industry-relevant technology. The International Hospitality Technology Hall of Fame is HFTP's highest level of recognition in the area of technology. Past honorees have been true visionaries who have changed the way. The industry responds to challenges, enhancing guest services and improving management tools. Hall of Fame members are nominated and selected by their peers as representing the best in innovation and application and as leaders of their profession. Since 1989, 49 individuals have received this honor. Today, we welcome 50 and 51 to our ranks, which is quite symbolic for our 50th anniversary. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to recognize Mr. Jeff Buzdovka. I'm sorry, I practice. Wherever Elisa is, I am so sorry. But we got two Jeffs today, so okay. So Jeff number one and Jeff Edwards. As the 2022 inductees to the International Hospitality Technology Hall of Fame. First, I would like to recognize Jeff number one. Jeff thrives at the intersection of hospitality and technology. It is where he has spent most of his illustrious 40-year career advocating for technology and the essential role it can play in driving productivity and overcoming the challenges he has seen at the property and corporate levels. Having made his start in hospitality with a global hotel brand, Jeff has a unique perspective that both intuitively understands the dynamics of hotel vendor relations and also bridges the gap between customer and technology provider. Jeff has demonstrated outstanding initiative over the years to realize his aspirations for an industry made better through technology. His hospitality journey began as a corporate management trainee at Hyatt, where he spent 20 years across 2 stints with the brand. In his early years at Hyatt, Jeff identified a need to improve occupancy forecasting to support labor scheduling. This initiative led to the development of a program used by multiple Hyatt properties to streamline processing and improve operational efficiencies. Later, as Senior Vice President of Global Technology at Hyatt, he orchestrated the first successful self-hosting model for Opera PMS, introducing best-of-class digital experiences as well as a game-changing integrated user experience that simplified the front office environment. Jeff has also served as head of Pegasus Financial Services and Senior Vice President of Service Delivery at Pegasus Solutions. While at Pegasus, he introduced an electronic reconciliation and tracking product to reduce friction points between supply and demand channels, improving supply chain experience and reducing time to market substantially. Jeff joined TravelClick in 2005 as Executive Vice President of Global Operations, then became COO. During his time there, he directed the introduction of new technology solutions in business intelligence and electronic marketing. These BI solutions are now foundational in hotel decision-making for both historic and first-in-market forward-looking insights. Today, Jeff holds the role of CEO at Nolan, where he leads the company to enable faster, smarter decisions and stronger performance for hospitality's group business through its best-in-class data insights. It is now my honor to recognize Jeff for his achievements. So please join me in welcoming Jeff to the Hall of Fame. So sorry about that. Thank you. Probably a little picture. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Edwards, Jeff #1, just remember that. Oh, so Mark, you did a pretty good job. At least you tried. So Mark, and where's Frank? Is Frank in the room? He had to go. Well, okay, I'll congratulate him separately. But Mark, I just wanted to extend my appreciation to HFTP and congratulate you on HITEC in 50 wonderful years. As I reflected on my journey, the number of relationships that started or were nurtured here, the number of business opportunities that were identified here, both when I was a hotelier as well as a hospitality technology provider, means a lot to me in my career. So congratulations on 50 wonderful years. Can we give them a round of applause? So as far as my journey here, I'm truly honored and humbled to have the opportunity to be with you today. I do thank HFTP as well as the nominating committee for this recognition. Just a quick story about coming here this morning is several months ago, almost a year ago, a good industry friend and former colleague reached out to me and said, Jeff, I'm considering nominating you for the Hall of Fame. Would you accept? My initial response, and forgive me for the 49 who joined prior to Jeff and I, and a few of you are here, my initial response was, hell, I'm not old enough. Or, my journey has just begun. I have so much more work to do, and I'm not worthy. So I declined the first offer. A few months ago, another close industry friend and former colleague approached me with a similar type of request, and my initial response was the same. However, I paused and I took a moment to reflect and thought how lucky I was to spend time in what I'm truly passionate about. Mark explained kind of my passion lies at the intersection of hospitality and technology. And I've had the opportunity to work with so many phenomenal people, celebrate great success, and yes, learn from failure along the way, and worked with many great organizations, companies, and associations. So this is really my opportunity to raise up and thank the many individuals and companies I had the opportunity to work alongside. The list of people and companies I have to thank is extremely long. However, the time here is short and you have to hear from the other Jeff. So I hope to see many of you and talk to many of you while I'm here in Orlando. Just want to touch briefly on my background again and explain, I consider myself a hotelier first and foremost. And I think that makes my job easier being a hospitality technology provider. But what really excites me is the intersection of where hospitality and technology meet. How do we as technologists and hoteliers use technology to simplify life, create better experiences, and drive results that matter for our customers, for our ownership groups, for our colleagues? And that is really what truly excites me. Now, I said I wasn't going to recognize individuals, but I do want to take a time to just shout out to 3 particular individuals. My personal life also demonstrates the intersection of hospitality and technology. My oldest son, my oldest child, my son Jeffrey is a self-taught technologist, a comp sci grad, successfully founded and exited a company during his college years and then exited pre-pandemic, and is now a CTO across 4 different companies at the private equity firm that purchased his company. Truth be told, when technology really gets sticky and I need help, I reach out to my son Jeff for guidance and recommendations. On the hospitality front, my youngest, my daughter, graduated in hospitality leadership and is now working with my former team at Hyatt. And Sam is responsible for the selection, deployment, and activation of point-of-sale applications at Hyatt. And Sam's actually attending our very first HITEC this year and is with me. As a father, I did my best to screw up my family, and we moved 12 times as a family, largely so I could pursue that passion of hospitality and technology. And it was my high school sweetheart, Ann, who suggested I don't say how many years we've been together, but she held us together. She held the family together and allowed me to pursue my passions. So Ann's here as well. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Samantha. And thank you, Jeffrey. So lastly, and we'll turn it over to the other Jeff here momentarily. But I just want to talk about where we're at here and the importance of HITEC. Being a lifelong learner is extremely important for all of us. And part of that is adopting a beginner's mindset. I challenge each one of us to get out of the comfort zone this week, learn something, unlearn it, and relearn it. Get out of your comfort zone. The industry needs us now more so than ever. Make the most of your time here. So HFTP and the nominating committee, thank you for this tremendous recognition, and look forward to speaking with many of you while here in Orlando. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeff, and thank you so much for all your contributions to our wonderful industry. To introduce our next inductee, I've asked HITEC North America Chair Barry Thomas to share this honor with me. So, Barry.
Good morning. I just feel lucky I got the other Jeff. It is now my honor to introduce you to our next esteemed 2022 inductee, Jeff Edwards. Innovation, product development, and technology implementation are the main drivers behind Jeff Edwards' impressive career in hospitality industry. He brings a versatile industry outlook, having worked across the board for vendors, consumer brands, and major hotel brands. Throughout these roles, Jeff has championed the use of technology to advance the industry and create lasting change. His contribution in distribution and reservations technology, as well as hotel brand and owner technology, have been groundbreaking legacies to the hospitality industry. During his time as president of Amadeus Hotel Division, Jeff led a team that developed next-generation approach to cloud-based reservation systems. This new approach established greater flexibility in managing hotel inventory and enabled greater versatility into consumer options compared to the legacy technologies of the past. Inclined towards trying new technologies or approaches to implementing hotel technology, Jeff also understands business requirements and customer loyalty. It was his guest-centric mindset that created a reservation system that was more responsive to guest needs and also allowed their experience to be personalized. The ability to offer guests appropriate products and services and support their needs throughout their stay means that hotel brands can operate in a way consumers have come to expect from online technology. Allowing hotels to compete more successfully in a fiercely competitive digital marketplace. Jeff has more recently been focused on advancing IHG Concerto, IHG's proprietary hotel operating platform. This platform started with reservations, rates, inventory, and revenue management, and has expanded to include hotel content management, the arrival experience, including digital check-in and loyalty recognition. Previous to his roles at IHG and Amadeus, Jeff has served as a CIO of Wyndham Hotel Group, President and CEO of OpenTable Inc., and President at Micros Fidelio. A recurring theme in his almost 30-year run in the hotel industry is that he is incredibly loyal to his team. His colleagues at IHG describe him as a widely respected leader across the industry, particularly effective because his relentless focus on the hotel business model and what it takes to drive meaningful owner returns. His excitement for new ideas is infectious, and this inspiring enthusiasm has led to many of the most impactful, innovative solutions in our industry. Congratulations, Jeff. Please join me in welcoming Jeff to the Hall of Fame.
Well, great to be here, finally. As Jeff number one said, he declined the first one because he wasn't old enough. I'm definitely old enough, so not a problem. And that picture, that's been pretty good to me since about 2004. So I've amortized that pretty successfully. First, thanks to HFTP. I've been around a long time. Certainly the contributions that this group has made to hospitality is tremendous. I remember being wide-eyed coming to the first few of these where you had all the vendors and the excitement every year to come to this and point toward this show as one of the really high points of the industry. It's just fantastic. So appreciate all the good work and appreciate the nomination. I've been really fortunate in my career. You know, there are a lot of smart people out there. You don't always get an opportunity. I've just been blessed with a lot of terrific opportunities. I'm not trying to be humble about it. I work hard, but you got to have an opportunity. And certainly Micros bought Fidelio. I moved my family to Munich, Germany, of all things. My daughter was a freshman in high school. She thought that was a terrific idea. She's just on the edge of forgiving me now, but eventually my wallet caught up with my guilt, so I don't feel that bad about it anymore. That was just a terrific experience, living and working internationally. From there, Open Table. I remember the first 1,000 hotels. This could sound hilarious. We celebrated. Man, we couldn't believe we got 1,000 hotels signed up at Open Table. I think there's 450,000 now, something like that. That was just a really, really interesting experience. From there, Wyndham, Amadeus. I remember working with the CEO at Amadeus, and he really wanted to try and do something meaningful in hospitality. And I've just been so fortunate to get kind of a blank whiteboard and a fresh set of felt pens. And I can remember standing in the office there in Madrid, staring at that whiteboard. And it's just amazing what you can do when you set your mind to it. The other thing is just the people. You know, I was very destination oriented in my career. I either wanted a new role, I wanted new responsibility, always pushing forward. What I finally figured out about halfway through, it's actually the journey that's the interesting bit. It's not the destination. And when I think of all the people that I've been able to work with around the world, amazing amount of talent. Sometimes people who didn't think they could achieve things. Sometimes people who worked in companies where the company didn't think they could achieve things. But when you do it and you have that success, that is the best feeling in the world. I love it. It's why I keep doing what I'm doing. But I've been blessed to be around people that have exceptional talent like that. It's amazing what you can accomplish together. I don't really like individual awards. This is a team sport, I think is all you know. But I'm proud to accept it on behalf of all the people that I've been so fortunate to work with over the years and all the things we've been able to accomplish together. So thank you very much.